EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Columbus Aviators and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's Mostert, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score Aviators 7, Browns nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 37.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's another Browns 1st down.
McFarland running out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And Mayfield just getting the play off. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On 2nd down, Mostert. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. Mariota on the keeper. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Running the counter with Mostert. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 20 on the year, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a run with McFarland. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Good. 180. Regular.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Mariota going to run on the option. Room here to run. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jakeem Grant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shift. Real.
Mayfield with it once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns get a score closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more.
It's a foot race.
Oh, boy, you ain't got
And
no
he's
feet.
in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike's 59. Mike's alert, 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 alert. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 59. Up nothing. He's 59. Up nothing. Game situation. Let's go. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
To throw, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Check 15. Check 15. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Big time drive. Let's go.
Play fake. Mayfield under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Yeah. That's hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Baker going to keep this himself. On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was third and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Run.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Mariota on the keeper. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. He's going to keep this again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively pure. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 27, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He can run. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
52 by 52. Check pass. Check pass.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A second down throw here for Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Landry. Over the middle to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Aviators 49, Browns 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Mostert now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put your...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Throwing. Mayfield shrugs him off. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
We got this. Big time right there.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Check 13.
Now Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Throwing here, Mariota. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Aviators 63, Browns 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball